Generally, a prenuptial or antenuptial agreement is a written contract made before marriage, usually to resolve issues of support and property division if the marriage ends in divorce. In addition, to be valid, a prenuptial agreement must be entered into voluntarily by parties. But must a party be advised by independent counsel before a prenuptial agreement is enforceable? The California Supreme Court considered this question in the case In Re Marriage of Bonds. In 1987, legendary professional baseball player Barry Bonds met Susann Margreth Branco, a Swedish woman who went by the name of Susann in Montreal, Canada. Barry and Susann then began a romantic relationship. A few months later, Barry and Susann decided to get married. As a professional baseball player, Barry was earning about $100,000 a year. By contrast, Susann had worked as a waitress and bartender and had taken some cosmetology classes, but was unemployed. Further, while Sunn's native language was Swedish, she'd used English in her jobs, classes, and personal friendships while in Canada. On February 5, 1988, Barry and Susann entered into a prenuptial agreement under which each party agreed that the couple wouldn't have any community property. This meant that if the couple got divorced, Barry and Susann would keep everything he or she individually acquired during the marriage. The next day, they flew to Vegas and got married. A few years later, Barry petitioned for legal separation in California state court, where the parties lived. Susann requested, among other things, a determination of property rights. Specifically, Susann sought to invalidate the prenuptial agreement, arguing that she didn't enter into it voluntarily. At trial, Barry testified that he told Susann he believed his earnings should remain his in the event of divorce, and Susann agreed, saying it was the rule in Sweden. In addition, Susann testified that she'd only learned of the prenuptial agreement a day before it was signed and that she had poor English skills at the time and didn't understand the agreement. Further, Barry's lawyers testified that they'd told Susann before she signed the agreement that they only represented Barry and advised Susann to get her own lawyer. However, when Susann declined, the lawyers walked her through the contract, paragraph by paragraph, explaining all the terms. Following trial, the court concluded that Susann entered into the agreement voluntarily and upheld it. Susann appealed to the Court of Appeal, which reversed and ordered a new trial on the issue of voluntariness based on Sunn's lack of counsel. Barry appealed to the California Supreme Court.